Hey all, Jason Levon, priest at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to another Pause and Pray. The poet Theodore Redke writes, "Deep within their roots all flowers keep their light." Words that reflect the gift of holy roots in our lives and how those roots are able to hold the light that we're able to grow out of and give away. Those are words, and that's wisdom worth pondering, at least for me, who at times deals with the sense of feeling like I'm maybe not all that rooted, or maybe the roots that I have aren't all that deep, and I'm struggling with the currents of life. Paul reflected on the gift of holy roots in a very different way in chapter 11 in his letter to the Romans, where he was reflecting on the relationship between Gentiles and Judaism and seeing Gentiles as being grafted onto this tree that has divine roots. And celebrating in verse 16 of chapter 11 that if the root is holy, then all of the branches will be holy. And that we find a holy invitation today to pause and pray and reflect honestly about what our lives are rooted in. And if you're like me, some of those roots may not be all that life-giving, but others are incredibly holy and light and life-giving. For me, I think of some of those roots being things like life-giving, vulnerable, loving relationships that are mutual. I think of being rooted in a rich spiritual tradition like Christianity and a community of faith, like this beautiful community here at St. Luke's. Even though it's not perfect and no community of faith is, it's nevertheless grounding for me. I need it if I'm going to grow in my life. Or I think of other things like being rooted in those hobbies or exercise that promotes self-care and wholeness and balance in my life, or opportunities to give love away in service to others. And I hope your list goes on. But today we pray for the grace to lay those kinds of holy roots more deeply in our lives. Because those are the roots that not only contain God's light, but help us then grow and reflect that same divine light in this often very dim world. God's peace and blessings to you all.